TC, Spiritual Shepherd here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we get into today's topic, this sums up the totality of the whole entire video. Okay, obviously the video is called Self-Discipline is Selfless Discipleship. So in etymology, being a disciple and being disciplined actually have the same exact prefix. Okay, within the word articulations and how the words are actually articulated and created, okay, in language. Discipline is doing what you say you are going to do when you say you're going to do it, regardless of whether you want to do it or not, because you know that it's good for you, regardless if you're motivated or not to do it. So because you know something's good for you, regardless if you want to do it. It's like taking an ice bath because you've read 1,000 studies, but who wants to ever jump into a 33-degree ice bath? Like, you know what I mean? So that really sums up the entirety of the video, where it gets into the aspect of disciple and discipline, discipleship, self-discipline, okay? Keeping yourself under control, self-control, okay? That is literally a fruit that we express. That is a fruit that we create. It literally is a fruit. Okay, it is time, so integrity. Okay, doing what you say you are doing what you say you're doing is integrity itself. It is time we integrate this integrity, which is a very integral part consistently within our day-to-day habitual lives. Okay, integrity is doing things in private, okay? Doing things in private when nobody is watching. And here's a really cliche quote, but it's very true. We are rewarded in public for the work, the effort that we do in private. We are rewarded by our integrity, okay? So the things that people don't see, the things that people don't see is how we're rewarded. The public, when you are trying to seek a reward publicly, that is inherently your reward. But when you are working diligently in private, this is a big study. When you are working diligently in private and don't tell anybody about it, you will be rewarded in public tenfold. Okay? The more integrity, the more trustworthy we are, the more confidence we exude. Like I said, we are rewarded in public for the work we do in private. We are rewarded by our integrity. Everything is now. Okay, if now was just one single point of reference, like the sun, one single point of reference. Okay, the present moment is the present. It is the gift already given that generally people do not see. They do not see it. They're either thinking about the past, worried about the future, considering different things, all this type of stuff. We can actually redefine the future and the past by how we reframe and define the present. Discipline is connected to worthiness. It is connected to worthiness. The more disciplined you are, the more worthy you actually feel. Like you literally feel worthy because you are disciplined. Incorporating self-discipline. Okay, discipline is connected to worthiness, which is also connected to trustworthiness, because trust is confidence and trusting in yourself, your actions. You say it's integrity. Trust and integrity are connected. Speaking and telling the truth, trusting yourself, integrity, integration in self-worth, being able to be trusted, cultivating private habitual actions. So discipline is connected to worthiness, trustworthiness, speaking and telling the truth, trusting yourself, integrity, integration of self-worth, being able to be trusted by others, and cultivating private habitual action. This is connected to selfless self-care. Selfless self-care. This is a thing that I coined a few months back on my podcast, on my Spiritual Shepherd podcast. You can check that out on my website. It's free, but ultimately it's just voice, which I love. I love that stuff because sometimes when I'm going other places, I still got different things on my mind. I always have to record a video. Okay, selfless self-care. Selfless self-care is discipline in and of itself as well. Building assets through all of the pillars. Mental pillar, emotional pillar, physical pillar, spiritual pillar, the money, time, energy, currencies, okay? You say, I'm paying attention. That is paying energy towards something. When you say, you know, I spent time with this person. It's not spend, I invested time in this person. It's the same thing. It's a currency. What you choose and what you don't choose to be around, and what you choose to repel, what you choose to attract, all these different things go into what you believe your currency is, okay? It's the same with money as well. Health, wealth, rarefied. All right, so healthy, wealthy, and rarefied. Mental, emotional, physical, spiritual pillar. Money, time, energy, currency. These are the pillars, okay? This is selfless self-care. So how do you think of yourself mentally? Selflessly, okay? So do for the highest version, do selflessly for your highest mental self. It's gonna be weird, I know, because you probably gratified your ego for so long, for so many times. So that's a big thing. The disciplines we do that discipline us are the things that benefit our greatest versions, okay? The version with no ego, the version that connects us all with no ego, okay? Ego wants to sleep in. Ego wants to eat terribly. Terribly, horribly, horror. Like as in a horror film. That's a double entendre. Ego wants to be gratified. Ego wants to not work out. Ego wants to gratify its short attention spans. It only wants attention. Ego wants itself gratified through multiple short, instant gratifications. Okay, ego wants sugar. Ego wants gluten. Ego wants alcohol. Ego wants drugs. Ego wants ultimately attention itself. Okay, so there's many things like this you can understand. Okay, ego doesn't want to make the bed. Ego wants to be lazy. Okay, ego wants what it wants to do. Okay, that doesn't mean that you gratify it. Okay, so to eradicate instead of gratify the ego, to eradicate the ego is to be disciplined. Okay, it's to be filled with integrity, to have integrity, to say you're going to do something and do it. Okay, say you're going to go to the gym, go to the gym. Say you're going to eat healthy, eat healthy. Say you're going to drink water, drink water. Say you're going to quit doing drugs and quit vaping, and you do it and you quit, because that will actually build discipline. And then here's the thing too, that this is off my notes, but as you get better at doing harder things, it becomes easier to do the more difficult things. It really does. It becomes significantly easier. So to eradicate the ego is to be disciplined, to eat strategically with your macronutrient ratios, with your micronutrient density, through your nutrition partitioning and your densities. Discipline in training, martial arts. Cultivating strong chi through breath work or meditation, proven thousands of scientific studies. Okay, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Okay, cardio, VO2 max, bioavailability. So doing cardio, there's thousands of studies on cardio. Just walk, take a walk after you eat, take a walk after you, all these different types of things. That will actually improve your volume of oxygen maximization via bioavailability. Bioavailability, okay? Sorry. Strength, endurance, power, mental fortitude, mental humility, emotional resilience, physical strength, early rising, spiritual businesses, helping people transform through multiple different things, etc. We all know this consciously. We all know that to be disciplined is to cultivate these things. We know some people know it consciously, and everybody or most people know it subconsciously, below the conscious level, where they subconsciously they want pretty people, they want fit people, they want healthy people, they want rich people. You could see it in the entirety of social media and the entirety of the world. But you have to understand that people will actually cultivate the journey to build those things, not just want it. Okay, there's a difference between wanting something and doing it. All right, let's keep going. It's almost over, actually. Selfless self-care is being selfless to yourself. Selfless self-care is being selfless to yourself, for yourself, ironically. Okay, that's why it's self-care, but it's also selfless. So Jumping into an ice bath, that's a perfect example. Doing HIIT cardio, sprints. Nobody wants to sprint. Who wants to sprint? Do you want to do a Spartan race? No, but the 13 miles will transform your mental fortitude compared to any other time. Okay, running a half marathon, running a full marathon, doing cardio, waking up early, making your bed, reading books, journaling, doing all the, you guys get the gist. You guys you should know. If you don't get it by now, you should know. All right. Selfless self-care is being selfless to yourself and eradicating ego, selfish self-sabotage. Selfish self-sabotage is in the way that I want to drink alcohol because I want to. And it's going to gratify itself. It's going to be very easy. I want to do this. I want to do this. You will know when you go carnivore for 2 weeks, you will know, you're like, all right, I'm feeling flat and I need carbs. Okay, it's way different than when it's like, I just want a cinnamon roll. You know what I mean? Like, I totally get that vibe. I've been there. I get it. And I understand the vibe. I really do. And so that's like a big thing, and you just work on it. You just transform it. It's, you transform it, you transmute it, you alchemize it, you turn that darkness, that hardship into ease, into discipline. So then the hardships become easy. All right. The internal self-worth, self-belief system, self-confidence is built from trust. Is built from trust within, trustworthiness. Okay, trustworthiness. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share with anyone that you feel values this content, please. One last thing that I want to cultivate, guys, is I do have a $3,000 course for you in the description for only about $33 right now. In the description, top of the description box. It is all inclusive, a full 200 video plus experience with bi-weekly community calls with people just like you and I, people who resonate on these types of frequencies, people who understand vibrations and high vibrations and understand Christ consciousness and bringing Christ consciousness to the planet. Okay? Here's one big thing. Don't have accountability. Have accountability. Don't not have accountability. Have accountability. Take accountability for your actions. Don't just be like, look, someone's going to come and save me. Someone's going to come and save me. Let's get drunk. Don't live like that, because that is zero accountability. Instead, it's the opposite. It's the opposite, where it's like, look, we know that something great is coming greater than us. Okay? We know something is coming back that is greater than us. Okay? Or it is the greatness of the we. It's the collective. The collective is greater than one being. You see what I'm saying? So the 8 billion of us is greater than one. And so it's how we cultivate the Christ consciousness, the 8 billion of us, and rising, okay? And obviously the people who have already lived and the people who are going to live. That's how we pass down generational wealth. We pass down sustainability. We live more like Nikola Tesla, positive Nikola Tesla vibes, and those types of things, okay? So this is all inclusive. It's for people like you and I. It's a full 200 plus video experience, bi-weekly community Zoom calls with people who are just like you and I, okay? And I also have a $5,000 private one-on-one mentorship, just me and you, okay? Currently just going for $500 for 5 months, okay? Have a blissful day. Have a wonderful, fulfilled day. And TC Spiritual Shepherd, stay tuned for the next one. I appreciate each and every one of you guys showing up to these types of things. I'm going to be putting a lot of content out because I am starting to have the life that I've always sort of desired. And now I'm really just going to give tons and tons and tons of value to really help inspire people, to give them strength and discipline to enjoy their lives as well. So peace, much love, namaste.